Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have all of you. We just got to the 100 and over mark. My name is Dr. Asare. I am a doctor and a professor in the University of Ghana, Legon. I'm also a visiting professor in Warwick University in the UK and De Montfort Leicester University in the UK. I'm also a visiting professor in Johannesburg University in South Africa and Stellenbosch University in South Africa. I'm a professor of artificial intelligence, data analytics, machine learning, economics, mathematics, and data science. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this program. Why are we here? Why are you here? Ladies and gentlemen, data is oil. Data is oil. Artificial intelligence is the new electricity in the world. And this organization is known as the GotBackUp. It's helping you, helping everybody with a smartphone. It is helping you for you to make a significant impact in your life. It's touching the lives of people across the globe. It's in over 138 countries in the world. It began somewhere in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec in Canada. Now there in Canada, these two gentlemen, Joel Thorium and Mike Podby, decided to, these are gentlemen who have been providing IT solutions for some of the think tank companies in the world. And all of these include people like Facebook, that is quite pioneering, having over 3.5 billion users across the world. It's now in Texas, USA, seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. Now, why is this organization skyrocketing across the globe? And here is why. As I speak to you, there are 15 billion smartphones in the world. 15 billion smartphones exist in the world. Next year, in 2025, the number will shoot up to 18 billion smartphones in the world. Do you know what that means? Now, anybody that makes a smartphone, okay, is looking for softwares to be inside a smartphone. And so there are so many companies that did not make a smartphone, and yet they are creating billions of dollars. Some of them even trillions of dollars, even though they don't make a smartphone. Take, for example, Google. Google does not own a phone. Netflix does not own a smartphone. Okay? Zoom does not own a laptop. iCloud owns a phone through an iPhone. Okay? So there are companies that are there. If you take something like Facebook, Facebook does not own a laptop, does not own an iPad. It doesn't even own a phone. And yet, Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company because of the phone, because of the laptop, and because of the iPad. So you might not own a phone, and yet you can create something the phone needs. And that is what will help the company to do well. And so there are right now so billions of dollars in the industry. Now, if you have your phone is accumulating data, isn't it? Your pictures you are taking. Whether you take the pictures or somebody sends you the picture, that picture is taking a space in your phone. Your laptop is having videos, documents, pictures, audios, ballooning. These are growing. And so data is rising. Right now, artificial intelligence is the new electricity in the world. It is predicted that AI is 1,770 times better than electricity. AI is ruling. But you see, AI cannot work unless there is data. When I say data, I'm not talking about the internet data. I'm talking about pictures, videos, documents, files, registry files, all of these. The data cloud world, look at it, the size of the cloud storage department in the world this year is making $134 billion. $134 billion. The people in this organization are not even up to 20. By 5 years' time from today, this industry alone will move close to $500 billion. Wisdom is the ability to know what is obvious, even when it's a secret. And it's not just that. People are addicted to the use of their mobile phones. In fact, all of you right here are using your mobile phone to listen to me. People are addicted. 88% of people will go back home if they should forget their phone at home. True or false? If people are using the phone and you move an inch, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes into driving, and you realize that you've forgotten your phone, what will you do? You will go back for your phone. Why? You are addicted to it. In a positive way, children don't talk to their parents like they talk with their phones. In fact, yesterday, you looked at your phone 160 times. Are you aware? 74% of people use their phone in the toilet. I don't know if you are one. If you are one, you can type one. But I am. In fact, because that place is where a lot of people do incantations and revelations across the world. The phone is everyday life. It is your TV, it's your radio, it's your internet, it's your everything. You are married to the phone. And so knowing that ahead of time, the technological advances in the world are creating things that you and I will use on the phone. You see, Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, the electric cars, he decided to buy Twitter, a technology, because technology is changing everything. Why will Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, go and buy Instagram and also buy WhatsApp? Technology is changing the world, man. And so you got to understand that the way the world is going, you know, people used to say they don't want to use Facebook. I don't want Facebook. In the old generation, they don't want to use Facebook. Now politicians are using social media to advertise their campaigns. Big think tanks are going on social media. But the days of TV is gone. The world is becoming technologically inclined. In fact, people are not being digitalized. They are being digitized as well. Again, 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. In fact, a laptop or a phone is stolen every 43 seconds. Let me tell you, when your phone is stolen, many people will tell you, my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the data. Data is oil. So that is the first trend that GotBackUp, our organization, is trying to solve. Second, many people do not know that they can make lots of income from using their phone. Not just a lot of income, they can pour value to the world. I can give you so many examples. Let me just take something like a housewife. Majority of people in all over the world who are housewives, they think that by becoming, by calling themselves housewife, it means that they don't have a job. Oh, please, when you get time, just type into YouTube, okay, how to become a housewife. And you'll be surprised that so many people have made videos that are over 100,000 views. Some of them have 2 million views. Some of them have 50 million views. Some of them have 70 million. Just telling you how a housewife is. Do you know what it means if somebody has even 50,000 views, even 10,000 views? They will be making thousands and thousands of dollars. And so you have a unique character, unique feature around you. You possess an avalanche of knowledge. You are a carpenter. You are a lawyer. You are a teacher. You are an accountant. The problem is that over the years, you have not documented this process to submit that to the marketplace. Your value is only in the confined environment of your workplace. If you're a teacher, you're not only teaching in the classroom. But do you know how much you can submit that same teaching to the world of social media and still make some significant returns? Your value can come. You have been a consultant, you have been a lawyer, you have been a medical doctor, you're always consulting in a consulting room. Do you know how much, if you bring that up, see, you have knowledge first before you do, isn't it? There is knowledge in your head, and then you apply the knowledge by taking an action. The problem is that you've only been earning income from your job that you are doing, only from what you are doing. You didn't know that you can earn income from what you know. The thing is that you know before you do. So you could have earned from what you know. How? Multiple ways. One way is that over the years, you could have written information about how your work is. And over time, after some few years, you would have come out with a book. You would have become an author. The word author comes from the word authority. So you would have become an authority. Let's say you're a housewife. You become an authority as a housewife. Anytime somebody wants to know something about housewife, is you. If your book comes out and the title of the book is Housewife, the Best Job in the World, Can you imagine that? Housewife, the best job in the world. Now, suppose you are walking on the street of wherever you are, and then you see someone with that. Housewife, the best job in the world. And the price of the book is just, say, $2. Will you buy it? Please let me know. Let me know in the chat whether you will buy it or not. Will you buy if you saw somebody, okay, with kids around him, and the title is Housewife, the best job in the world? Would you be tempted to buy it if the price is $2? Would you be tempted to say, really? Housewife, the best job in the world? You would want to know what that is. Okay. I'm getting so many of the answers. You would want to know. Now imagine, listen carefully, please. Imagine just 1 million people buy this book over a period of, say, 5 years. Are you not a millionaire? Are you not a millionaire? Oh, value is anything that is useful to the user. Anything, anything. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. That is why people who are even doing negative things are sharing their values on the internet. GotBackUp teaches you how to leverage your income and be able to submit your value to the marketplace. You will learn how to be at home or in your workplace and then generate significant income just by learning unique knowledge principles that will build you up. Let's get deeper a little bit, okay, and understand. Right now, GotBackUp is in 137 countries in the world. It's flying. It's just last year. It started last year, 2023, in April, and now it is sweeping across the world. I'll be showing you something very unique, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's understand what it is really. You all know about Dropbox. You know about iCloud. Many of you are using iPhone, so you're using iCloud automatically. Some of you are using Android phone, so you are using Google Drive automatically. These backup solutions are fantastic. The problem is that they give you a limited free space. Over the years, when your data is full, they give you information that your cloud storage is full, isn't it? Your cloud storage is full. But because it's full, do you know what happens? You are tempted to delete, even things you don't want to delete. You delete them because you want to save space. But that is because some people cannot buy extra because it's expensive. But let me tell you something. GotBackUp is just like this, but it offers 15 more benefits than the iCloud, than the Google Drive, than the Dropbox. Let's take a few of them. This is reality. For those of you who are buying and using, you'll probably attest to this. iCloud, you have to pay $360 every year for 6 terabytes for 6 users. I want that to please sink in a bit. $660 every year for 6 terabytes for 6 users. GotBackUp, if you have to buy at all, you pay $99.97 every year for 6 terabytes for 6 users. GotBackUp is $260 cheaper, and yes, offers equal value that iCloud will do. Even if it's split amount into pieces, you get the same thing. Let's go to the common one, Google Drive. Oh, by the way, Google Drive has over 2 billion users. What do you think these users will do if they should hear about what I'm about to say? Google Drive, just one user, 5 terabytes, and you got to pay $216. One user. GotBackUp, 6 users, 6 terabytes, $99.97 a year. A year. Even though you have 6 users, each one will have his own password protected, okay? And then will have his own kind of room. GotBackUp is still way cheaper and more value, more space than Google Drive. But there's more. Let me share that with you. You see, if you take, for example, iCloud, you cannot use iCloud. You can't unless you have an iPhone. Do you agree with that? Now, similarly, majority of Android will use Google Drive. And so if you are someone who has both phones, okay, you have an iPhone and you have a Google Drive. You have iPhone and then you have Android phone. You cannot use the backup solution in all of them. But on this phone that I have GotBackUp on it. So you install a GotBackUp, okay, which I have here. Once you have the GotBackUp, what you do is that you open the GotBackUp, you can store everything on your iPhone onto the GotBackUp, everything on your Android onto the GotBackUp, everything on your MacBook, your Linux, your Ubuntu, your Windows, every device, every operating system in the world, you can put all of them on the GotBackUp. If I lose this phone, lose my other phone, lose all my laptops, everything is gone, vanished, stolen, I can collect your phone and get everything on your phone. It doesn't matter whether your phone is iPhone, Android phone, laptop, Windows, MacBook, anything. I can get all my items on your phone. That is the power of GotBackUp. And yet the price is $99.97. I'm not done yet. Security is very important. Data security, data encryption, data protection. This is key. You see, WhatsApp is not secured. 64-bit. Google Drive is highly secured. The security is 256 military-grade encryption and security. That is the same thing GotBackUp uses. In fact, that is the same thing iCloud uses. That is the same thing Google also uses. So security is key. Advanced encryption standard is the standard. Please, when I say 256 military grade, you know what that means? You know your PIN number. When you're entering the PIN number for your Visa card, how many are the digits? 4 digits. Do you know that we all have different 4 digits? And yet nobody knows any other person's PIN number. And yet everybody has different 4 digits in different sequences. Well, guess what? With GotBackUp, the digits are not 4. They are 256 different sequences. 128 has never been hacked. 256 is impossible to hack. So your data is highly secured. Your password is unknown. If you forget your password, there is no way anybody will know. So what the system will do is that it will tell you to reset it. Top level security. Remember, these people are super IT solutions for some of the gigantic companies already in the world. But there's more. Let me share something beautiful with you. Bulk emailing is a very important. Let's say you are a school, okay? You're a bank, you are an organization, you have a lot of clients, all of them, so many of them. You can use GotBackUp system with your members and your people, and you can bulk out an email message to all of them, thousands of people, 10,000s and millions of people. You send one message, all of them will get it. Now, Google Drive can do that. A Google Drive would only allow you to do 500. Beyond that, you got to pay huge sums of income. GotBackUp allows you to bulk out that email to so many people. And guess what? You can even personalize the email. See on my right here, I've shown examples of how you can personalize the email. You can personalize the email. You can say, hello, Johnny, hello, Label. Hello. You don't write, hello, Johnny, hello, Label, hello, Kojo. No, you just write, hello, subscriber's first name. The artificial intelligence will automatically pick the first name of everyone, and everyone will get the message as if you directly send the message to the person. Free, all at the same price of $99.97. You don't pay extra, but there's more. You can even automate the email. You can automate the email. You can say that I want this email to go to all my people on Sunday at 7 o'clock. But I want this very one to go to all my people on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Or you can even say, I want this one to go to the people only on December 24th, once every year. And you can forget it for 30 years. It will automatically be leaving your system and be going every single time for so many years. All of this at the cost of $100 a year. That is so cheap. And I'm telling you, even though it's cheaper, it is of high value. I am a professor of artificial intelligence, data technology, cloud computing, machine learning. I've never seen anything. See, I teach students who create these systems that I just spoke about for companies. And they charge them $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. And yet you have all of these at a cost of zero. once you are using GotBackUp Cloud Space. Now there's more. Right now, Netflix doesn't pay you for using Netflix. Zoom does not pay you for using Zoom. DSTV or Sky TV doesn't pay you for using it. iCloud doesn't pay you. Google Drive does not pay you. Dropbox does not pay you. GotBackUp currently is the only cloud storage department in the world that pays you, and it pays you significantly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why it is important for a person to be part of this paid environment. You cannot rely on your salary alone. Everywhere I go in the world, okay, been to over 40 countries in the world, it is difficult. It doesn't matter whether you're in America or you are in Europe or you are, it doesn't matter. People are broke on the street of Los Angeles, I'm telling you. People are horribly broke on the street of London. It's hard everywhere. It doesn't matter, okay? And I'll be showing you some interesting information here. And yet people are so doing well in Ghana. People are doing well in South Africa. People are doing well in Malawi. People are doing well in Kenya, in Liberia, in Canada, okay? Because as long as you are in a system that is designed for you to work in it, and you are not in control of the system, you are in trouble. The jobs that we do are fantastic, but you can't rely on just one job or one business. It's not possible. You got to do multiple things, not multiple jobs. That's where the problem is. Some do multiple jobs. That's not good because you are killing yourself. Okay, you are becoming a slave in one environment. But you got to have a backup because dark things can slap you. Look at COVID-19. It killed a lot of people. It destroyed a lot of businesses. It destroyed jobs. So many people were unemployed as a result of COVID because they were cushioned. You see, normally we want comatose life, guaranteed, no problem, nothing. And these are the problems of that. These are the reasons why many people struggle and many people suffer. It is important for you to have a backup. Dig your well before the rain falls. So now let me show you how you can earn some incredible income. In fact, you are paid between $200 and $200,000. It depends on how you work. If you work little, you get little. And by the way, you are not going to be selling. You are not going to be lecturing. You are not going to sell to anybody. Just listen. And if you don't like it, that's it. You go. Once you get a GotBackUp, what you want to do is to install it on your devices. That's the first thing you do. Just install it. Look, the service is great. So if you don't want even this income, you are still going to get great service. You're going to get great service. You're going to get great service, emailing system, backup cloud solutions, okay, great service. So you want to focus on that. But if you still want to make some very good income, you are welcome. What I'm about to share here right now is not for everyone. It is for those that want to make some $10,000, $15,000, $5,000 every month. Okay? Some of us are making incredible income, over $12,000, because we understand that you cannot depend on a single income for the rest of your life. So once you download the software onto your device, the first thing you want to do is this. Please pay attention. You don't have to talk and lecture to anybody. All you do is tell your friend, your family, co-workers, enemies, acquaintances, neighbors, everyone that you know, tell them you have good news for them. That's it. Tell them you have good news for them. Normally, they are going to ask you what is the good news. But because you don't have the full details, your job is to bring them to us. We are experts. We are knowledgeable. We have learned the rudiment of how to execute and explain things. We will educate them for you, and they will make an informed decision. Don't start something you cannot end. Don't explain. Don't elucidate. Just tell them to join this call. We do this every single time. And yours is to just invite them to come and have a look and then make an informed decision. Once the person is here and the person decides that he wants to use the GotBackUp, there is a simple system he can get it. And you will stand the opportunity to make 7 different incomes. Some of the incomes are quite huge depending on how you grow. Please remember, this is a whole project. You grow in it. You develop yourself in it. You understand the rudiment, the basics. You build yourself. You develop your brain, your heart, and your mind. And then in the process, you submit your value to the marketplace. Please listen. The first income you earn is $50 per person. The organization, remember the price of the GotBackUp is $99.97. That's it. The first thing you do is that once the person is happy and gets the service, the company pays you $50. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me put something in perspective. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, because I have people in America here. I am part of the top 10 people in the world. I'm number 4 in the world. I'm also one of the members of the board of directors of this organization. Okay? And all of us are from different parts of the world. There are people in 137 countries. So please watch. $50 per person. I will speak to them for you. Just connect them to me. $50 per person each day. That is $1,500 at the end of the month. That is the smallest income I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We make way more than that. We still do our jobs, but we make way more than that. Just think about it. $1,500 every month. Is that good income? If you convert that to your exchange rate in your local currency, do you think that most doctors will even make that income? 1,500. Okay, most places in the world, especially in America and Europe, will be making that and more. But for most developing economies, this is a huge income. This is the smallest one, by the way. Remember, I told you that there are 7 incomes, but this is the smallest. Like I said, I will not talk about all of them. I'll just talk about the first. So this is the one. Even if we don't talk about the rest, what did you do? All you did was to tell them that you have good news for them. Look, it's not by force for them to come and listen. Yours is to just tell them you have good news. Yours is also not to tell them the details. Let them come. Because the moment you start giving details, you cannot end based on the questions they will ask you. So yours is to help them to come. If they don't want to come, leave them. It's not by force. And move to the next person. Because believe you me, everybody is having this. There are over 15 billion smartphones, over 8 billion people. If that person is not willing to listen to you, leave them. A time will come, they will listen because they are using this. Anybody with this device will get to know about GotBackUp in no time. See, these giants, they are the brains behind some of the IT solutions of Facebook. Facebook is now known all over the world. But initially, 20 years ago, people never wanted to hear about Facebook. You talk to most of our old generation, they will tell, this kind of internet and this kind of blah, blah, blah. They don't want to hear it. But today, everyone is using Facebook. Everyone has come to buy this idea. And so that is how technology is. Initially, people will not pay attention. It is okay. Those of us, wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it is a secret. And in the area of technology, vision is key. You see, the top 10 billionaires in the world, right now, the top 10 billionaires in the world, 7 of them are into the area of technology. That should tell you something. If King Solomon was on this planet, he will not be trading with the people of Mesopotamia, the kings of Arabia and Tyre. He will be dealing in technology. Let me go to the next one. The next income you get is known as cycles. Cycles has nothing to do with your effort alone, but it has to do all with the effort of other people. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a leverage in projects. When Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook, he could have set Facebook for himself alone. And then he and his friends and families would just be sharing their pictures and videos, But no, Mark didn't do that. He gave it out. He gave it out. He gave it out. He gave it out. And as it expands, he became a billionaire. Check the same thing with Amazon. As it expands, Jeff Bezos became a billionaire. Check the same thing with Elon Musk. As it expands, Elon Musk became a billionaire. See, you can't create something unique and keep it to yourself. You can't do that. It's selfish. There is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. So once you get to know this, you share the knowledge, you let the world know. And this is what generates income. Everything goes with sharing. Now, the income you're going to get, this cycle income, is significant. Okay, because of time, I'll not go into most of the details, but the thing about cycle income is that I'll just use this one. It comes with levels. Levels. So you start as a level, depending on the level you are, you get several different incomes. Okay, and they are tier 1 cycle and tier 2 cycle. Tier 1 cycle is between approximately $200 to $1,000, depending on which level you are, whether you are silver or copper or gold. Oh, there are so many people here. Some of them are silver, some of them are copper, some of them are gold. Okay. And then you move to tier 2 cycle. That starts with those that are platinums and above. These titles are just titles to indicate your level of leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, you will learn leadership. You will learn communication. You will learn wealth creation. You will learn wealth education. You will learn the mindset, the power of your mindset. You will learn the squisitities of life, how to navigate across the problem. You will learn how to submit your value to the marketplace, the 4 levels of value, okay, and several things. Once you learn these things and you become expert in them, you also will be able to build a team of incredible people, and you make some of this income. Now, this third income is known as cycle earnings, and you could make as much as where I am now. Currently, I am a diamond here. Okay. And I am having this limit income of $7,500. Now, you could make more than that, depending on your operations. But what is interesting is a cycle match. So cycle match works in such a way that the people that you are helping, see, this business, this project is not a project where you are selfish. You can't be selfish. So we train you and then you train other people. That's how it works. We train you, we help you, we sacrifice for you. If you are willing to sacrifice for other people, you would do well. You would do well regardless. When you become, say, where I am now as a diamond, and then you have, say, 10 people. Watch this. You have 10 people, and each one of these 10 persons is also a diamond. What? You have 10 people, each one is also a diamond. You will earn up to $7,500 on each one of them. So the first person is making $7,500. You will get 100% of that income from the company, not from the person. The second person is making $7,500. You will get all of that income. In addition, that makes it $15,000. And you will get 10 times that $7,500 every month, which is $75,000 every month. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have 10 people even. I have over 100 people. So as I help everyone to be making $3,000, $5,000, I will make some great income. It is a support. And again, we all do this on our own side. Don't worry. The system that we are talking about is Harvard. Okay? It is being studied in Harvard. It is being studied in Bentley University College. And many people are here to recognize the power of this. Remember this, your goal is not to sell to anybody. Your goal is to tell them to look at this good news. And then you have people that have achieved significant progress here. People that have become gold, people that have become sapphire, people that have become diamonds all across the world. Look, even if you don't want the project, get the service. Get the service. The service is powerful. It's cheaper and more valuable than iCloud. It's cheaper and more valuable than Google Drive. And you can use the service. The service is just $99.97 every year. To be partner, you pay $20. Now, if you don't want to be partner, all you do is to just get the $99.97, and that is all. But if you want to be a partner, you make it $120 1 year. And every other year, you get that second one in addition. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you an incredible thing that is happening across the world. GotBackUp is the only organization in the world that trains you how to leverage on your inner capacity and submit that to the marketplace. So if you're a lawyer, what you are doing is that you are only earning by doing law in a place. You will learn how to brand yourself, how to put yourself on the value market, okay, and how to do so many things that will bring you knowledge and value and also help as many people. You will network with so many people across the world. There are over 300 millionaires in GotBackUp. Now, at this stage, I want to show you something in my system that will help you to know that we are touching lives, we are affecting lives, we are helping so many people across the world. Okay? And you will notice that in life, what is key is the ability of a person to take opportunities that come your way. The word poor is not about money. The word poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. The total number of people in my organization is just 706 people. That's it. 706 people. That is all that I have. And that is what is giving me this significant income that I showed you earlier. That is not even up to the number of people in your church. It's not up to the number of people in your school. This is the whole of Africa. I'm the leading figure in Africa. I'm the only diamond currently in Africa. And I'm one of the few diamonds, one of the few 7 diamonds in the world. So what it means is that this is at the beginning stage. What do you lose? What do you lose? $120. $120, you've not lost anything. You have a service. Even the email system alone, I can give that email system to companies that will be willing to pay thousands of dollars on the email systems alone. Even that alone is a whole income on the server. So you've not lost. And you notice that once you pay that $120 for just the first year, subsequent year is $99.97. Once you pay that, you can get that income back with just 2 people. Remember, you are not the one to talk to them. You see, the problem is that you may be tempted to want to tell them what it is. Leave that to us. We will do it for you. Just stay in your corner and learn. When you start earning $3,000, $5,000, you can chop, so you can talk. Okay, you can now begin to speak voluminous information to them. But until then, leave the heavy lifting to those with the expertise. Right now, let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you check the global leaderboard, okay, I want to show you something very interesting. This is a global leaderboard I'm about to show you. Look at the number of people in the top 10. Just look at the number of people in the top 10. I hope you can see it. This is the entire globe. By the way, it goes all the way down. It goes all the way down. Okay, these are the top 500 people. There are over 65,000 people in the world, all across the world, all across the world, every country, over 138 countries in the world. So many people. Okay? Now watch, most of them are even from America, the land of the dreams, the land of the dreams, the land where everybody is running to. They are not even kidding. They are not joking with GotBackUp. Now let me go to the top. Like I said, this thing goes all the way to the top 500. So when you look down here, you will see that it ends at 500. But I want to go back to the top 10. Look at the top 10. Look at the number of people in the top 10. Which countries are most of them from? Which countries? Which countries? Look at that. USA, 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 USA. And yet, I have squeezed myself in the top 4 in the world. I'm not kidding. You shouldn't be kidding. You want to be able to notify, because this thing is going to grow. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. Most of the people that you see, most of the people you see on your screen are already multi-millionaires. They have businesses across the world. They are living, as gigantic business titans in the world. Some of them are doctors, some are professors, some are ministers of state, some are members of parliament, and yet they understand. Have you heard of that statement that said that some people, whatever they touch turns to gold? It's because they take chances. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the faith that you have, that is what is going to define you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a service everyone can can meet. We have a project anybody can afford anywhere in the world. It is time. Put it down in the chat there. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself enough is enough. It is time. It is time for you to stop looking at places in James Bond movies so that you can go there yourself. It is time not to put your life only in one establishment, hoping that one day you become the CEO when only one person has to become the CEO. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself, I will do whatever I can to take my family from the clutches of need. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself, I will go all in before I go all out. I did not promise you sunshines and rainbows. I guarantee you it will be hard. I guarantee you people will tell you it's a joke. But hey, everything is tough. Everything is hard. Everything is risky. Everything is tough. Pregnancy is hard. On the day of delivery, a child can die. A woman can die. A woman can die on delivery. And yet women continue to give birth every day. Life is hard, my good friend. I have found out that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. You will lose. You will stretch. You will quit. You will be cut. But the chances you take, the faith that you have, the people you meet, that is what is going to define you. COVID-19 came, it will shut down a lot of people, but you will rise. Life is full of uncertainty. You can't even tell what is going to happen tomorrow. You can lose everything. See, there are some people I talk to. If their family member is sick in a hospital, they need about $5,000 emergency to do an emergency surgery. They have none. They have nothing. And this is a time for a person to have that backup. That moment can hit you. It can hit you so hard. Illness can hit you. Attention can hit you. Accident can hit you. The economy. I have a friend in Poland. His brother was in Ukraine. During the war of Russia-Ukraine war, he just got up. His entire hotel was reduced to rubble. It was just bombed. Everything he had was gone. Have a backup. Dig your well before the rain falls. Dig your well before you are thirsty. You are standing 3 feet down your gold. You are standing on your acre of diamond. You got to go through your Red Sea before you go. You were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is created. You are in his image, and the word image comes from the word imagination. You got to use your mind and be as creative as possible when you see great opportunities like this. Ladies and gentlemen, life is hard. Jobs are stressful. On a Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. But here, you have the opportunity to hedge against inflation. GotBackUp rewards people in dollars. You don't know what could happen. It doesn't matter your age, your time, your education, your background, your sex, anything. Anybody can be part of the GotBackUp. My mom, over 80 years, is doing this. There is low investment. There's total control. There is no experience, no employees, and yet you will learn things that will blow your mind away. So let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, do you think now is the best time to back up your entire data? Do you think now is the best time to make extra income to prepare yourself against darker times? Do you think now is the time to develop yourself and build your connections across the world? Or you think 2038 is the best time? The word decide ends with the word side. It's just like suicide. It's just like homicide. It's just like genocide. See, these words don't carry the idea of good things. They carry the idea of death. You are about to make a decision of a life. You choose to do this, choose not to do this. It's your choice. It's your choice. You make that decision. But believe it or not, this thing will grow. This is technology. It will grow. It will hype. I've given you we used to, artificial intelligence, we create something we call probability of distress, probability of things happening. We have simulated and created more probabilities. This thing will cover over 1 billion people on the planet. Now, do you know the total number we are? We are just around 65,000. By the time 1 billion people have come into this system, where will you be standing? Where will you be standing? The word fear, it ends with the word, see, look at the word fear. It's an acronym, like false evidence appearing real. You know, whilst I'm talking, somebody is looking for all the reasons why this thing is not real. We entertain more negativities than positivities in life. But let me give you a trick. When a child is born at the age of 6 months, if a lion enters your house, the adults, would they run or they will stay? The adults, would they run away or they will stay? I'm sure you believe the adults will run away, right? That 6-month-old child, will that child run? Even if it can run, do you think that child will run? That child will not run. Why? Because that child knows no fear. That child is of the nature of God. That child is God. God has no fear. Man is of the nature of God when he's born. But as we grow through time, fear is showered on us. And so we begin to grow in fear. We act on the basis of fear. And so we do not challenge ourselves. The people that make the world move, they make the world move because they venture and thread where angels fear to go. The cave that you fear is the one that holds the treasure that you desire. You got to fail your way to success. Success is it's buried right underneath your frustration. You got to pass through your Red Sea before you get to your promised land. You got to go through the desert before you can reach your Canaan. It's not easy. If it were easy, there will not be anybody here. But believe it or not, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease, it is a greater threat to progress. Being broke is hard. Being wealthy is also hard. So what do? Choose your heart. Choose your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all very much indeed. At this stage, speak to the person who has invited you. Tell that person, if you have a question, this is the time you can actually write your question down, okay? This is the time you can put your question down. If you have any question, I'm going to go through most of the chat. If there is any question there, any question at all, okay, please repeat because it might be as far away so that I can address this. Don't feel shy, don't get worried, okay? Randall says, does that mean that every year the user has to pay $99.97? Yes. Every year you renew it. Every year you renew it. It's just like Netflix. It's just like, you know, DSTV. It's just like Google Drive. It's just like Dropbox. The good thing is that if you are using Dropbox or iCloud or Google Drive, the moment your time passes, they will cut you off. But you see, GotBackUp will give you extra months, okay, and give you warning after the extra month. So you still have extra month to think through. And then after that, after the months they've given you and you still did not renew, they will zip everything and put it on a web page for you to go and take your zipped file. They still give it back to you, and then they'll take you off the system. He says that, does that mean that if a user fails to pay for the next year, his or her data could be lost? No, your data will not be lost. Like I said, they will zip the entire data you have, and they will put it out there on a particular page as a zip, and then they'll give you time to just back up your data onto your external hard drive or anything. You will be given the chance to take back all your data. And you'll get multiple email notifications to be able to address that. All right. Somebody says that, okay, I have the same question, okay? Let me just go back. Please, if I have not addressed your question, can you please repeat them here so that we can address it? Someone said that, do you think, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the person was just repeating the question that I asked, okay? So, look, don't toy with these things. When you see things, you got to take it well. There are doctors. There are over 10,000 doctors in this organization. Supercharged doctors. I'm a professor in 4 universities, 2 masters, 2 PhDs. I am not kidding with this. You don't want to kid with this. This is a serious enterprise. This is a technological enterprise. This is connected with the top titanic, gigantic, you know, tech companies in the world. This is huge, okay? And you will understand that pretty soon as you begin to see what is happening in the Whistleblower Act. Someone says, am I the only person registered with GBU in my country? Someone said, are we paid hourly or only salary? So you are paid weekly with the first income. Okay, that first income is paid immediately, and it hits your account every week. It hits your account. I mean, it hits your bank account within a week. Actually, it hits your account on the Friday. Okay, so if you do it on a Friday, you get paid. But if you do it on a Monday, you got to wait till the next Friday. That is weekly. But the other huge income is paid monthly. Okay, the other huge income is paid every month, and it is paid into your bank account. So once you set up, you get into the system, you got to put in your bank account information. Okay, when you want to pay the company, you will use a Visa card or a credit card or a MasterCard, okay, or an ATM, debit card. But you can also use a crypto, which is allowed. You can use that as well. All right. Someone says that I don't have money. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you some secret. If you don't have money, that is even the more reason why you should do this. Okay, if you don't have money, that is the more reason why you want to do this. Why? And the reason why you want to do this, because whatever you have been doing already is not giving you the money. So you got to take two actions. Action number one, suppose I tell you, I'm a doctor, and I tell you that your mother is not well. Given her situation, it will take the next 24 hours, she will go. Your father, your mother, your brother, somebody, he's not well. He will die in 24 hours. All you need is to get $200 within the next 24 hours. What will you do? Honestly, I know what you might be saying. Yeah, but we are not talking about our mother. We are not talking. Life is like that. Life is not a bed of roses. Life will push you to the limit. You got to think against all odds before it happens. You will go and borrow because you see, when there is value, price is irrelevant. When there is value, if something is of high value to you, the price doesn't matter. You want to go get a price, and especially this one, it is going to even pay you anyway. So go to your friends, your family, your coworkers, go tell them you want to start something. They should borrow you that income, $120. When you get it, let us help you speak to 10 people for you. We will talk to them for you. That 10 people, 3 of them will come on board. When you get 3 people, you've already made $150. You got your money back. You can get that in a day or maximum in a month. You give back your loan to the person. Nothing moves until you move. Nothing works until you work. You got to put a high value on this for you to be able to get the income. But to actually say that I don't have income, life will test you, because it will come to a time when you needed income, and this would have been the one that would have helped you. All right. Okay, so someone says that, let's say my prospect is interested but does not have money. Okay, I've addressed that. What if I tell someone, what will happen? Look, when you tell somebody, okay, and the person wants to be part of it, you just give your link. Anytime you become a member, you get a special link. You give that link to the person will use that link. So if you are new, speak to the person who invited you here. Tell that person. And then when the person, comes on board, when you want to come on board, you just tell the person will give you a link and you can start easily, okay? That is how it starts. Let me go to the next one. Is there a recording? Yes, there will be a recording of this and you'll get it, okay? Brenda says, I've understood your question clearly. Perfect, thank you. Is there a website to do background checks? Do your background checks. Speak to the person who invited you. There is a website, okay? There is a website. Let me give you one particular web. Look, speak to the person who gave you. Okay? There are so many websites. Okay? There's 2 major websites you can use for GotBackUp, and you can get all of this information. You can also speak to the person who gave you this, and then you can WhatsApp me. The person will give you my number. You can WhatsApp me, and then I will give you so many of the links there. The next one, can I refer someone if I'm not on the platform? You got to be a member to refer someone. It's as simple. Otherwise, that's someone, you will never get that someone. Okay, you can't refer someone unless you are already a member, because you need your ID, your username, to be able to be part of this. Do I have to open an account with you? No, you don't have to open an account with me. Okay, I don't know what kind of account you're talking about, but you have to have a bank account if you want to be paid. Or you may have to have a crypto if you want to be paid, if that's what you mean. But if you want to be part of this, speak to the one who gave you this invitation. That's it. The person will tell you exactly what to do. Someone says, during the presentation, I heard something like 6 people can share the storage. Yes, 6 people can share the storage. You can give 1 terabyte to your brother, 1 terabyte to your sister, 1 terabyte to your friend, and then you can keep the other 3 terabytes. Okay. He said, if yes, how is that possible? Are we going to use the same login? No. Each one will have access to a different username and a password. The other one will not know. Even the one who is the owner of the cloud space will not have access to your data. He needs to have your username, and he will not know your password. He will see your username, but he will never know your password, and he will not have access to any of your data. So it is highly secure. The only thing he can do is if he's angry with you, he can take you off. Of course, he paid for it. He can take you off. Should a bank account be dollar account? No. The bank account can be Naira, it can be Rand, it can be SAFA, it can be cedis, it can be dollar, it can be anything. Any bank account, you will get that income in your local currency. If you have a dollar account, you can use it. Okay, it's good. I'll say, what happens if I'm not able to get others on board? If you're not able to get others on board, what it means is that you are enjoying the service. Okay, it means you are enjoying the service. If you are not able to get others on board, it simply means you are not connecting people to me. That's what it means. You are not connecting people to us. You are not connecting. You are doing it by yourself. But if you are humble, coachable, and willing to connect the people to us, what do you tell them? Just tell them, I have good news for you. I have good news for you. And they ask you what is the good news. We will explain the good news to them. Yours is not to give those details. If you do it simple like that and you don't go, there's no way you will not get anybody on board. And by the way, you have the service that you can use as well. Can the platform host a large research data waiting for analysis? Yes, you can. I do that all the time. So you can host a large research data waiting for analysis. I do that myself. I have so many data, terabytes of data, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you don't have a problem. Is this platform accessible on all countries? Yes, it is accessible on all countries in the world. Sierra Leone has been added. So please, you don't have any problem at all. A Sierra Leonean, you have been added. Just speak to Bondu. Okay, Bondu is the first Sierra Leonean person in the world to be part of this. So speak to her, she will guide you in the process. Do we get gift cards or rewards for? Oh, yes, you get a lot of gifts. There are thousands of dollars that is given. There's a certificate. Let me show you one. You get certificates, okay? You get certificates. You get certificate, ladies and gentlemen, you get certificate. I don't know if you can see it here, but if I log out, okay, if I log out and I open my system, I'm going to log out and open my system again. I hope you can see it. If I open my system, it's about to open. Okay, just watch something. You get a certificate. There you go. That is my certificate. This certificate can help you travel across the world. Please take note, especially in the US. Okay, this is a certificate, a unique certificate signed, certified by the CEO of GotBackUp, related to your performance, your productivity, just like the question you have. You have a unique certificate at every level. Do not toy with this. This is your passport, okay? And you get that in a significant way. Where are we? Now I went to answer certificate question. Now I'm lost with the others. Okay. Oh yeah, so you get certificate. I have registered, but I have issues with the language. You can always change the language. Oh man, you can change the language. Let me show you here. Okay. Let me show you here. Okay, this language that you are seeing, I hope you guys see my screen, right? Let me see. Yeah, I hope you guys see my screen, all right? So this certificate, this is the language. Look at the top here. You can click language here. Language, you see the thing? I just click at the top here. Language, and then you can change it to French. You said your problem is French. Just click French here. Just watch. Very soon, everything has changed to French. Everything has changed to French. I don't even know how to read it. Benova, Chezavo, GotBackUp. Look at the left side. Okay, you look at the tableau. I don't know what this is. Okay, you can do that. Okay, you have the write up all in French. Okay, the rest are here. Ah, my, I'm so lost now. Okay, so let's say I have here. And then you click and you go change all of those. If you want presentations in French, okay, if you want present, when you go to this page, okay, global virtual opportunities, all the videos, all the video presentations are in French there, in several other languages. They are all there at that time. Let me go back to the English before I get lost. Yeah, I'm back to English, okay? And then you can have that right there. Someone said I speak English and not French. I normally would do, but I always go back to French. Even when I translate with my browser, it goes back to French. Okay, so if you have that challenge, please click here on support. Okay, if you click on support, you can chat live with them. Okay, you click on support here, okay, and then they will assist you live. Don't get, oops, okay, and then you can chat live here. Let me show you. I just clicked on live, and then you can click the department. Right now, they are sleeping. Remember, we are in the US, okay? They are sleeping. But other than that, you see green tick. Now, if they are sleeping, you still have to write your name, write your email, type your question here, and then you click start. That's it. When they come, they will attend to your question. So if you have any challenge, that is what you do there. Somebody said, thank you. My question is well answered, and that's on a whole business on it. If you can share this. Is there a disadvantage? Yes, there is a disadvantage. One major disadvantage is that if you do nothing, you get nothing. Full stop. If you do nothing, I can promise you, you will get nothing. The only thing you will get is enjoy the service, enjoy the emailing, enjoy all the other backup system. But if you want to make some good income, and I mean real good income, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, you got to work. Nothing good comes cheap. Full stop. Nothing good comes cheap. How much is a startup? $120 for the first year. Subsequent year, $99.97. That is for those who want to become partners. But if you want to just go for the service, which you can do, just pay $99.97 and that's it. Go for the service. You make no money. You don't also support the company in any way. How do I use the bulk emailing? You have to watch the video. The video system has, I have a number of my bulk emailing here. Okay. Let me just, I have written a lot of the bulk emailing. So you go to digital tools, and then under digital to go to lead capture system, and then you can go to messages. Okay. I have written my own messages. These are some of my messages. Okay, let me just click on one. You just click on messages, a particular, give a title, whatever you want to select. There are so many templates you can use to write your email messages. Okay, and this is it. Instead of mentioning the name of the person, you use a system, subscriber's first name. So if the person's name is Emmanuel, it will type Emmanuel automatically. It will pick the person. Okay, I have been thinking of you when I woke up today and said, so you can type all the messages you want to type here. Okay, you can put in links, you can put in everything, you can put your pictures, everything, and a bit of profiling about you, whatever you want to say, and then you click send and then to go. You can automate this if you want to automate. Okay, there are several of these things that I've done here. There's a video on each page. Let me show you. You see on the top right here. You see on the top right here, there's a video. Okay, that will teach you on how to do anything on this page. You just have to be willing to learn, and you will achieve a lot. Okay, and then you will deal with great businesses across many pages in the world. Let me just go to the next question. How do I do bulk email? I've said that. Is this platform accessible? Yes, it is accessible to everyone. And then finally, you can talk to anybody who invited you here, and that will be fine. If you have any other thing that I've not addressed here, please speak to the person who invited you. That person will handle all of your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, life does not reward you according to your wish. No, life rewards you according to the quality of your thought. The quality of your thought. You can't have knowledge and say that because you have knowledge, that makes you successful. It's wrong, it's false. The computer is also knowledgeable. The phone is also knowledgeable. The laptop is also knowledgeable. That the laptop can write a whole essay for you. So what is the difference between you and the machine? The difference is that you can apply that knowledge and be wise. The evidence of knowledge is wisdom. So, and what is wisdom? Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. That is why there are some professors, they are knowledgeable, and yet they are not wise. And the evidence of that is that they are broke. They are broken, because you can't have knowledge. Hosea 4 says, lack of knowledge, my people perish. So you can't have knowledge and be broken, perishing in the pocket, perishing in the marriage, perishing in relationship, perish. No, it cut across. Wealth is multidimensional. Wealth is not about money. Wealth is about health. It's about spirituality. It's about relationship. It's about finances. It's about so many things. And so you will learn, I'm telling you, you will learn in this organization in a way that will change your entire cerebellum. And we train you on that. We help you to think positive. Let's go tell the world, we have a better way. We have the best way. It's only a matter of time before the world gets to know it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you here for being on the call. It has been an incredible time. We've never had an incredible number of people like this, 209 for the first time. Okay, thank you so much indeed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Efia. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Amos. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Benis. Thank you, Bondu. Thank you, Brian, Fidia, Cake, Caleb, Caroline, Kate, Gil, Cole, Tina, Diamond, all of you, Dr. Ken, Dr. Bodo, Dr. Mohammed, okay? Every single one of you, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. We are going to meet again here, not on this link. We will use live YouTube every Friday, every Sunday, okay? Every Friday, 6 p.m. GMT. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. GMT. We meet at our program. Friday is on this Zoom link, and every Sunday we have a YouTube live. Okay? That will be given to you by the same person you took the link from. Let's go tell the world. This will blow, with you or without you, with me or without me. This will blow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We are just about to start.